Alright, this next story, I've actually taken more than a week to try to establish how I want to put this story out in words. There was a particular time, I want to say, last year? I believe it was last year. Where, because of this female's acts and everything, I literally almost stopped going to clubs. Flat out, period. And the reason why is because there are some females out there that don't know their limits. They think they can hang with dudes on a drinking level, and to be honest with you, they look downright foolish. Why? Because they're trying to outdrink dudes. Then on top of that, they don't pay attention, they can't control any of their actions. So, this one female, seriously, she crossed the line and straight disrespected me in front of everybody and whatnot, trying to embarrass me. And I'm sitting there like, me personally, you're not hurting my feelings, but you're making yourself look really, really bad. And this is what happened, right? So you got me at the club, you got Phoenix, you got Baby Phoenix. Was Kid Arsonist with us? I think Kid Arsonist was with us, and I think like two more heads, right? Anyway, this female shows up in front of us as like me, Phoenix are dancing and whatnot. She leaves. She comes back. She got a drink in her hand. She's sipping. She's watching again. She leaves. She comes back for a third time, right? Then she's like, yo, I want y'all to do that crump stuff really hard. I'm sitting there like, do that crump stuff really hard. Whatever. So next thing you know, she comes up trying to dance on me, right? I know exactly what she was trying to do. She was trying to get us, to pop our pelvises, throw in some power and whatnot so she could basically grind off and get her rocks off. I'm sitting there like, literally, no. First problem, I'm not interested in this chick. So she tries to dance up on me and whatnot. I wasn't even paying attention to her until she got right in front of me. Ladies, this is the portion of the story where I'm going to take a little break. Physically featured wise and whatnot, I'm not going to say, hey, if you ain't got it, don't act like you got it. But if you ain't got it, be mindful of your body parts. And what I mean by that, saying that and whatnot, this particular female, she had no body part worth mentioning. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, when she came up on me, she turned around, she wanted to freak and whatnot, and she started throwing it back. Like I said, she had nothing to mention. So instead of throwing, her behind, she throwing her tailbone at me. Yeah. You females don't seem to realize if you aren't blessed in your back end feature, you're hitting dudes with your tailbone. Junk hurts. You're not doing anything. Trust, we could break you if we wanted to. You're throwing your tailbone at us, and when we're standing there like, it's not the fact that you're doing something and we can't match you, it's the fact that we're in pain. And because we're in pain, we're stuck in that same position because you got us standing there in pain. So, she throwing it back, she hitting me and whatnot. I'm sitting there in pain like, oh my God. Does this female not know what she's doing? So she stops dancing with me because, I was just like, I had had enough. I was getting ready to lift her, throw her, or whatever, just get away from me. She goes over to Phoenix and starts dancing with him, right? Trying to get all wild and crazy. She comes back over to me. Tries messing with me and whatnot. Grabbing on my genitals and whatnot. All drunk, trying to insult me, throwing random insults and whatnot because I choose not to dance with her. Then she walks away. And when she walks away, she exposes her boy shorts under her skirt, right? Talking about DTF. I'm sitting there like, it may be DTF, but nobody wants it. Nobody. Every last one of us would look at our boy shorts and would sit there like, DTF. It need to be SOS. But, whatever. So she going back and forth, drinking and whatnot, and kept messing with me. I mean, seriously, kept messing with me. Every time, we're talking about from when she danced with me to the point where I, literally just got straight pissed off, and every time I saw her, just started pushing her away. She came up to me 4 times. 4 times grabbing on my genitals and whatnot, trying to say that, I ain't no man and whatnot. I'm sitting there you can barely keep a sentence together. You can barely walk, and no man wants you. And you're drinking to the point where you look freaking foolish. And you think you're hurting me. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But because of that disrespect and whatnot, this is how crazy, the disrespect got. She comes up to me with a drink in her hand, grabbing on my genitals, walks away, and you got 2 females on my right side, and they're sitting there why is he pissed? And then and the other girl was like, the reason why he's pissed because that girl just disrespecting him like that. Didn't you just see that? And they see this heated look on my face and whatnot, and I'm sitting there you know what? This is the portion of the story where we come to a moral area. It is a well-known fact that when guys are at a club, and if a guy strikes a female or does anything dramatically negative to a female that everybody can see, the guy gets kicked out of the club. Even if the drunk female pushes that line, crosses it, and does something in front of everybody, they still will kick the guy out the club. Talk about being fair, right? So we're talking about if a female came up to me, pimp slapped me in front of everybody in the club, I would be the one getting kicked. So, I'm that makes no sense to me, But that was the disrespectful stuff I had to deal with, and that almost made me stop going to the clubs because, I'm sitting there why can't I just go out, have a decent time, without some knuckleheaded female trying to hook me? As I said before, I'm not going to clubs to hook up with nobody. Okay? If I dance with you, be happy with your dance, because that's all you're getting out of me. You're not getting no drink. You ain't getting no meal after. You're not getting my number. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting none of that. So enjoy your dance. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how it is, man. I choked it up, you know what I'm saying? Let bygones be bygones, whatever and whatnot, because, her mistake is not the mistake of many other females and whatnot. But I'm just sitting there when you cross that line on a guy and whatnot, and that guy chooses to do whatever and whatnot, don't get mad. Don't get mad.